Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
And good afternoon, everyone. Phil Penarski here with the Wood TV Live Desk. Hope you're having a great start to your Thursday. The good people over at Grand Haven Main Street are welcoming folks from all across West Michigan this Friday night for the 14th annual Wine About Winter event. Joining us today to talk all about it is the executive director for Grand Haven Main Street, Mrs. Shandi Poppy, and of course Kelly Larson. She is the owner over at Fortino's. Ladies, thank you both so much for being here today.
Thanks, Phil, for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, very excited to get the chance to talk to you. Shandi, I want to start off talking to you a little bit about the event. A lot of people are obviously excited to once again be able to kind of check out some of the local businesses for this event, but for some people that maybe aren't familiar with the event itself, can you kind of give us a little bit of the ins and outs behind it?
Yeah, so Wine About Winter, it's our 14th year, but it's a wine tasting event where you travel up and down our downtown and centertown areas in Grand Haven and stop along the way to taste different wines. So we have 19 locations this year, which is the largest amount of locations we've ever had. At each event, there'll be a white wine and a red wine that you can taste. It's a 2-ounce tasting. And 38 different wines to choose from. So it's $5 to get in. You have to buy a commemorative wine tasting glass that we have that's available, and then each tasting ticket is $4. So it's a really great event to come out. And I mean, we have our snow melt streets, and it's easy to walk around and visit all of our downtown businesses.
Right. No, I think that is kind of one of the key things there is that the weather hopefully will be shaping up to provide people a little bit of extra warmth, but there is a lot of ways for people to kind of avoid the cold on Friday night as well. Again, this runs Friday night from 5 to 8 p.m. over in Grand Haven. Shandi, as well, you know, you mentioned that this is the biggest kind of selection you guys have had, 19 participating businesses here for this Wine About Winter, the 14th annual one. You know, how does it feel to once again be bringing it back, but then also kind of, you know, improving it and expanding it a little bit more to the city of Grand Haven?
Well, it's certainly it's a local favorite. It's one of my favorite events. It has been for years. It's very, very popular. I think it's a great opportunity for people to get out of the house in January when, you know, there's not a whole lot going on and we're dealing with the weather that we want. So it's just a fun event. And there's, on top of the 19 venues that we have for wine, we also have 11 venues that'll be offering snacks or other types of drinks and stuff. So it's a really great opportunity for people to get out and like see our downtown, especially in a different light. We're usually considered a summer town, but we're really a great winter town too. So.
Right, absolutely. And you know, for people wondering a little bit more about this event, I highly recommend everybody heading on over to our website, woodtv.com. We've got tons of information, everything you need to know for Wine About Winter. Switching gears a little bit now, Kelly, you're the owner of Fortino's. I mean, you guys are one of the biggest partners for an event like this. I mean, why was it so important for Fortino's to get involved with Wine About Winter this year?
Fortino's is a flagship store for Grand Haven. Heck, we've been in business since 1907, and what's good for Grand Haven, or good for me, is good for Grand Haven and vice versa. It's just a really great partnership to be able to work with the DDA and to help bring events like this for people to check out Grand Haven. We love it. It's easier to get around in January because all of our tourist friends aren't here. So our local friends, the Grand Rapids, Muskegon, Holland community, this is an easy way for you to remember why you love Grand Haven. We've got these great restaurants, all these great boutiques, and it's an easy way to get in and out. And who doesn't love to have a little taste of a wine on your way as well?
Of course, of course. And, you know, what are some of the things that people can expect that Fortino's will be offering? I know you guys have a couple of props with you today.
I do. She talked a little bit earlier about that. There's a red and a white. Yeah, the right label out at every location. And we try to sample wines that we sell. So what you find when you like that, then you'll be able to bring it home and enjoy it. So this year we picked a Malbec for our red at Fortino's and a Sauvignon Blanc for our white. We like to call the Sauvignon Blanc a porch pounder. How do you like that? It's a really great summertime wine. It's an easy drinking wine. And this Malbec is my personal favorite. It's a really great price point. It's a really nice, smooth, easy drinking wine. So it's one I sell a lot of because I love it. So it's a nice opportunity for people to try it. We have a couple new ones out there too, like some Bordeaux's, and so this is a really great way for the town and the community to help us pick what we sell. What do you like? In other exciting news, we have our first ever non-alcoholic venue. That's at Studio 206 this year. The NA wines and spirits have just been growing in such popularity. It was time to add that to our repertoire as well.
Right, now definitely a lot to check out, especially for those practicing dry January. I know that that's going to be a huge benefit to them coming out to Wine About Winter this year. It's going to be a great event, as I mentioned. You guys have done a great job kind of explaining all the ins and outs and really all the best features of an event like this. But we want to hear from you now. You both are very familiar with Wine About Winter. I mean, why is it that this is an event that people really should consider if they haven't already committed to it? Come on out to tomorrow night.
Oh gosh, well, I mean, it's just fun. For one, like I said, it's always been one of my favorite events for years. It's also our biggest fundraiser for Grand Haven Main Street and DDA, which allows us to do a lot of different things in the DDA, including beautification of the downtown area, as well as put on other events that we can do in the fall and the spring. But it's showing your support of our downtown and how the Main Street can have a big difference for our downtown retailers and businesses. So
one of the things COVID has taught us was that we have to stay small and stay supportive of our friends and colleagues that have small businesses. This is a great way to show your support to our local communities too. So even if you can't come to Grand Haven, you go to your downtown and go check out those stores again while you've got a minute when it's easier to get around. But of course, this weekend, we want you in Grand Haven.
I do.
Right, absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you both so much for stopping by. I do want to remind everybody one last time that if you want to learn a little bit more about Wine About Winter, you can find everything you need to know right now over on our website, woodtv.com. If you're watching us on Facebook, we've got links for you in the description box and in the comments section. Ladies, once again, thank you so much for stopping by the live desk today. We really do appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Of course, and I want to thank everybody else for tuning into this latest edition of the Wood TV Live Desk. I'm Phil Pinarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.